Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are going to talk about the version 79 release notes and status. There's definitely a couple interesting things in here, and then some technical things that are fixes and bug updates and stuff like that, so I'm going to review those in detail for you all real quick before we get started. If you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. Alright, so first, as far as timing goes, you can see here that the update is supposed to actually go out today, which is August 25th. That's when the Android rollout had started, and then they hope that the iPhone update will roll out then as well, but sometimes it does take a couple days, so just be aware of that. The first part of these release notes is going to be in relation to the Harvest Festival. It states here, the Harvest Summon offers more rewards than ever and includes a brand new hero family, which we'll talk about in a moment. There is an update to the summons. There is a guaranteed harvest bonus draw where you will have a chance for up to +9 bonus draws, but +1 is now guaranteed. So what I read from that is if you do a 30 pull, you're going to get at least 60 total draws for summons. There will be a harvest summon chest. Only heroes released within the last 730 days from the start of the summon are included. There's some minor UI/UX changes. And then there is the new Valiant vegetable family. There will be 2 new heroes from that family that will come out for the Harvest Summon, and then I assume we'll have some other Valiant vegetables coming out in either the Covenant portal or maybe the Wilderness portal, some other portal that sometimes gives some of those random heroes from families that don't really exist in it. Next up, we've got the Shadows of the Deep update. There will be 2 new families entering the Shadow Summon. Members of the Institute risk insanity to harness eldritch secrets and power for good, while the Forsaken are the most devoted acolytes of the Old Ones, transformed by dark energies. There's a lot of verbiage in there, which doesn't actually really give us a lot of information, so if you know anything about these 2 new families from Shadows of the Deep, if you're part of beta, definitely drop a comment down below, but that's really all we have in here for the version 79 release notes. And then next up, we've got the Dragon Cave quest in the Stronghold. I know a lot of people might not be too excited about this because it's another way that the game is instituting or incorporating the Dragon Spire part of the game into the regular part of the game, but this is just a quest where you can get some free rewards, so if that's not something that's your cup of tea, then obviously you can skip the quest if you want, but your hero team can explore a newly discovered cave filled with dragons and riches, but they'd better bring along some assist dragons if they want to survive. Obviously, those will help you kill the enemies and last a little bit longer. There's a new Dragon Cave quest in the Stronghold, just talked about that. The special rule is the Assist Dragon Mastery. Each Assist Dragon can only be used once. Attacking Assist Dragons receive bonuses to damage, healing, and spirit bonus. Attacking Assist Dragons gain mana when shields of the respective element are matched, of course. And then probably one of the biggest things about this version 79 update is the Emblem mimics. So we've already gotten the Experience mimics, we have the Ascension mimics, and we have one more color which has not come out yet, which is the purple dark Ascension mimic. So we're still waiting on that one, but I would assume probably within the next couple weeks after that comes out, because they seem to come out about every 2 to 3 weeks at the most. But after that, we should start seeing Emblem mimics. There will be new legendary mimics heroes with released through the secret summon. Each Emblem mimic can add emblems of 2 hero classes to battle loot, and I believe that masterclass emblems will be part of that. Don't quote me on that, but I believe what I heard from beta is that masterclass emblems will be part of that, and kind of curious to see what those mimics look like from a special perspective, because the Experience mimics started out as an attack 1-hitter, and then the Ascension mimics went to attack 3, so I'm wondering if these new Emblem mimics might be attack all hitters. So we're gonna have to wait and see what that looks like. Next up, we've got the easier resource bundle usage. This is just a quality of life improvement when you tap on any of the resource bars, food, iron, recruits, world energy, etc., to open a menu to quickly refill using bundles from your inventory. There is a permanent summon updates, so they call them their old reliables. The Epic Hero Summon and Elemental Summon are catching up to 2025 with featured heroes and more. So where those portals you could only get Season 1 heroes for 5-star heroes, they will now have featured heroes outside of the regular Season 1 heroes. So kind of nice that you can pull those, but still, I think it's better to save those epic hero tokens for the seasonal events like Kalavela, like the Winter Portal, like Morlovia, the Beach Party, the other ones as well. There is an epic hero summon update where they added a daily featured legendary hero. The legendary featured heroes will be drawn from a selection that does not include the classic family, so this is just in relation to what I was just talking about. The elemental summon update added a featured hero. The featured hero changes with the summon element. Each summon includes an extra draw for trainer heroes or tomes of experience. The element rotation will now match for all players. So that's also in relation to what we just talked about as far as having some additional featured heroes for these elemental summons that when they come out. Next up, we've got the treasure quest update. The last bonus challenge levels have been updated and new avatar pin rewards have been added. So we've got some new treasure quest updates. Those are the legendary quests that come out like one Monday a month, I think is when they come out. There is an assist dragon visual improvement, making assist dragons more visible in battles with a clearer indication when the assist skill is ready to activate. So if you are anything like me, then you bring dragons to your Skyfire war battles and sometimes forget to actually use their specials because maybe the indication isn't clear enough. So it is going to be more clearer, which is actually kind of nice. And for that assist dragon, the icon grows larger and pulses when the assist skill mana is full when attacking. The mana bar size has been increased and the icon size increased on the enemy side when an enemy assist skill is activated. There's also going to be some new leveling improvements. So there is an added new XP bonus when leveling heroes or dragons and updated the auto level function. And what that is for the XP bonuses, it adds an XP bonus when sacrificing a duplicate or hero or dragon. There is also an added info tooltip to show a breakdown of the different XP bonuses. The auto level feature got an update as well, even better at finding the optimal combination of sacrifices. Stops selecting more sacrifices when the chance to increase the special skill reaches to 100%. And then here, this next section is going to be the improvements and fixes. First, we've got the improvements. So first, improved text format when commending dragons for rewards. Next, you can now add assist dragons into your war defense team while waiting for wars, not only during Skyfire preparation phase. Added an additional info box to certain healing effects to communicate how their healing is not affected by fiends and certain status effects. Heroes and troops assigned to the defense team in Hero League and War of Three Kingdoms can now be sacrificed, converted during the cooldown period after the event has ended. Improved the push notification reminding about unused Alliance War energy. The notification will now also trigger if a player uses any energy before the refill and then doesn't log back in until there is a less than 3 hours until the war ends. So that could definitely help with people not using their war flags. The plus or minus buttons in the skip wait menus can now be held down to add, remove multiple time skips at once instead of pressing individually for each one. These are just additional qualities of life improvement, which is actually kind of nice. And probably for some of these things, we probably already should have had. But next, we've got improved wording for the most resist minus type effects. So all functionality remains the same, but it should now be clearer when a passive skill or an effect grants a guaranteed immunity. The summon challenge can now award items as well as heroes. So we've got the gem summon challenge, which that is in relation to where there is a guaranteed hero. It sounds like there's also going to be guaranteed items, maybe ascension items or limit break materials, or maybe emblems or masterclass emblems for whichever hero you choose. I actually don't know too much about that. I haven't heard about that. I don't know if that's in beta. So if you know anything about that, definitely drop a comment down below. It's also been about 3.5 weeks since we've had a gem summon challenge. And for a while, they were coming around like every 2 to 3 weeks at the most. So we probably should be having one of those soon. Next up, we've got the UI/UX and visual improvements to the red lucky summon and red lucky coin. Just a minor improvement there. And then for fixes, fixed an issue where some base buildings would display a countdown indicating active training or crafting when there are currently no active in progress. Opponent info in Skyfire War now correctly calculates the team power. Fixed an issue where Shadowfang's Bone Toss ability summons a fiend on a dead target if the hero is killed by the initial damage. Fixed an issue where the status effect that prevents casting any new status effects on allies or enemies via special skills could in some cases prevent status effect casting even when the special skill had a cleanse component preceding the status effect cast. So that is a lot of words, but basically it sounds like that just affects heroes like Daemon and Gluzmer, who make it so an enemy cannot cast any status effects, and then if the hero that they cast them on had a cleanse as part of their special before the rest of their special, then that cleanse should have gotten rid of that ability or inability to cast any status effects, and that was not happening. So that is a fix that just came out. Trainer heroes no longer have a missing class icon in the troop selection screen. Fix the family bonus descriptions for Calavela, Beach, and Mighty Pets families. Fix a minor visual issue with the spacing between the leaderboard and elimination message on the Hero League results screen. Fixed an issue where mana stolen by some mana steal effects was converted from a percentage into a fixed amount, which could be disproportionate to the recipient's mana speed. Fixed a visual bug where the Raid Brawl bonus was showing on heroes in War of Three Kingdoms, Raid Tournament, and Alliance Wars. Fixed an issue where a status effect block would remain active until the end of a special skill casting, even if an earlier part of the special skill cleansed the block. So we just talked about that a few moments ago. Fixed the missing pop-up warning about full hero roster when manually playing event and quest stages. Fixed a minor visual issue causing overlapping text on offers in some languages. And that is it for the version 79 release status and update notes that should be rolling out today and then throughout the course of the rest of the week. I think the most exciting thing for me that I just talked about is probably the emblem mimics, especially for the masterclass emblems, because I believe, like I said earlier, that is part of the new emblem mimics that will be coming out. There are some other cool things in here that I think will improve the regular daily use of the game as part of these improvements and bug fixes that I just talked about. But overall, nothing too crazy in my opinion. Let me know what you think of these version 79 update notes and release. And that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy or found it helpful. And if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.